Okay, so now we're going to add our audio part of this, our little story, so that we'll click on it and we'll hear some more about the story. And we can obviously add more than one. I'm just going to show you how to do one, and you would just do it the second time to add another one. And so we'll do this in a bunch of different parts and think about how the best way to build this is. So what I'm going to need for this is I'm going to need a plane to put a button on. So I'm going to go ahead over to interactions because I want it to all be, kind of stay together. And I'm going to say add and give me a plane. Where's a plane? Here it is, plane. Okay, so we have this little plane, and I'm going to go to this thing right here, right? So I can move this up. I'm going to move it up to this dinosaur. I'm going to move it out there. Now I can see it right here, so it's kind of facing us. Now I'll show you a trick too in a minute with the patch. So this plane is going to be our button that we're going to press to get our thing. So right now it doesn't have anything on it. It would just look like this if we played it. So we're going to have to put a material on it. So over here we would go to add a material, and we'd want to create a new material. And now this material we're going to do something fancy with. If we were just going to we're going to make the button so when we press play it changes to a stop button. If we weren't going to do that, what we would do with this material is we go over, notice that when I added materials, it added a new material down here. And if I select this in here, I could say, hey, choose file, and I would go ahead and find the files I had you download and go to like play.ping. We're not going to do it that way though. We're going to make something fancier. So instead of hitting the choose file where we would have looked at that, we're going to I had clicked on this first mistakenly, but it showed us that what we wanted this new animation sequence. And you'll see this adds it over here, and I'm going to go ahead and call this buttons. We could have actually just made it in here with add asset. You could have chosen animation sequence, but we'll do it that way. So with our buttons selected, we want to add in the files here. So we'll choose files, and we have to get to our things that you downloaded from online, from the course website, and we want to select both the play and the stop here. Say open, and what you're going to see is I'm going to take off, well, I guess I'll take off loop. I'll leave loop on. What I want to do is take this frames per second, and I'm going to say 1. That's going to become important to us later. What else do we need here? I think that's all we really need to set that up. So right now you see that this thing is just playing from between that and that. Let's maybe if I turn off loop, it'll just kind of stop. Really doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? We're going to make it stop by using a patch. So if you click, make sure you open up advanced, you see this current frame, click on this, and this current frame will just kind of keep it at current frame 0. For right now, we'll just leave it there because we're going to need that when we start building a patch. So I'm going to put it right here just so it's there. And so that's really all we need to do to set this up. So I think I'm going to make another video to make it actually always be looking at our thing, because if you notice right now, right, it's looking at me great right there, but if I was to walk around my model, right, I would obviously start seeing it, at some point, I'm trying to get there, sorry, it would be, see, it would be skewed, or if we were obviously all the way to the side of it, we wouldn't even see it because it's so thin. It's a plane. It has like hardly any thickness. Okay, so that's why we're going to do the next video.